Only one DVR delivers the features and technology that have been called revolutionary. Dish's Hopper 3, the smart DVR that has reinvented the way you watch TV. Hopper 3 delivers the ultimate in conflict-free entertainment. You can watch or record up to 16 shows at once. No other DVR even comes close. And with the industry's largest hard drive, you can store up to 500 hours of your favorite HD movies and shows. The Hopper 3 also features Primetime Anytime. You can automatically record and save all of the primetime shows on ABC, CBS, Fox, and NBC for up to 8 days. And with Dish's exclusive AutoHop feature, you can instantly skip commercials on select primetime recordings. Also, with Dish's award-winning Whole Home HD experience, you can pause what you're watching in one room and continue right where you left off in another. And finding what you want to watch has never been easier or faster, thanks to Dish's voice remote with the Google Assistant. Find your favorite movies, shows, sporting events, and recordings with the power of your voice. Just say it,
Food Network,
and it's on. Plus, with the Google Assistant, you can also get the weather, check your calendar, control your smart home devices, and so much more. Would you expect anything less from the smartest DVR than the most brilliant remote? And if you happen to lose that remote, with just a touch of a button, finding it is just as easy. Or you can also use your Google Assistant or Amazon Alexa device to control your Hopper.
Hey Google, go to HGTV.
Dish offers more voice control than any other TV provider.
Taking a shot!
Hopper 3 also raised the bar for sports fans with multi-view.
Touchdown!
You can watch 4 HD games at once.
To the house!
It's like having your very own sports bar in the comfort of your own home.
Yes, he does it again!
And if 4K is your game, Hopper 3 has it built right in. And with our award-winning 4K Joey, you can watch on any TV in the house. But the true power of the Hopper 3 comes when connected to the internet. You can explore thousands of free on-demand movies and shows. Plus, the Hopper 3 also turns any TV into a smart TV with built-in apps like Netflix, YouTube, and Game Finder. All easy to access on one input with one amazing remote. And speaking of remote, you can also enjoy the power of the Hopper 3 anywhere you go with Dish Anywhere. Watch all of your live and recorded content, plus thousands of on-demand titles on your computer, smartphone, or tablet. Nobody else in the TV industry can offer this level of entertainment because nobody else can offer anything close to the incredible power of Dish's Hopper 3.
Become an expert at building your business through Zoom. Senior Vice President and Circle of Champions member Patrick Mazer will show you how to invite and present in the new virtual world.
Hey ACN, it is so great to be with all of you here this weekend. I know this isn't our normal international convention where we usually fill stadiums with tens of thousands of people from all over the world. But based on the situation of 2020, we're still doing what we normally do, but we're all doing it virtually. And so when I first took a look at ACN, I was praying for an opportunity. I was seeking something that could take care of myself and take care of my family, just like some of you here today. And the reason I was a small business owner prior to ACN is because I watched my father for 33 years work for one of the biggest pharmaceutical companies in the world. And my father bled the company colors. I mean, he was always that yes guy. Anything the company needed, my father was always there. He was so prideful of being able to work for such a great organization. And I can remember when they called him and said, "You've done so well. We'd love for you to help us with some new guys." And being the company guy that my father was, he couldn't wait to help train a couple new guys. And over the next couple weeks, My father showed them everything they needed to know. You know, taught them the ropes, taught them what they needed to do to be successful. And at the end of that 2-week period, my father got a call and the company said, we no longer need your services. How many of us know somebody just like my father, where, you know, they were disappointed or they were let go without any notice? And see, that was a very, very big turning point in my life. Seeing my father deep into his 50s, having to go out and recreate his success. And I said to myself that day, I will never get a job. I will always be self-employed. I'm never going to allow somebody else to dictate my future. Now, what do you do when you graduate college and you have a bunch of student loans? Can we agree you're limited on what you can go do financially? So I was the guy that was washing cars. I started a small t-shirt business, and my brother Mike and I were invited to an ACN presentation. And when we got a chance to hear the information about ACN, we got excited. Just like you, we got excited about the possibility of getting paid on bills around the world. And we came to an international convention. We got a chance to hear from people that were extremely successful. You know, they were rich, not only financially, but they were just rich in personal development. You know, they were rich in relationships. See, they had the kind of life that I truly wanted to have. And we set off on our ACN journey, and we started to work on ourselves, and we started to work on our business. And over the next handful of months, we were able to transition from a spare time, part-time business into a full-time business. And today, 19 years later, and hundreds of thousands of customers our team has acquired, you know, my whole goal today is to help other people, just like you. Whether you're here to make a couple extra dollars or you're here to go to the top of the compensation plan, there is a home here at ACN. See, when I went to the international convention and I got a chance to hear these 4 owners, and they talked about global opportunity. At the time, ACN was in 2 countries, the United States and Canada. They talked about one day having multiple services that we were going to market. And at that time, we were selling local, long distance, and dial-up internet. Obviously, you see that that vision is now a reality. And today we're a global powerhouse. And today we're letting people around the world make residual income. And this weekend is about helping you do the same thing. So I want you to pay real close attention. I'm going to talk about how to build your business through private business Zooms. See, prior to this pandemic, we did home meeting after home meeting after home meeting. But today, everybody's going online, and we can show you how to have an online business here today. Now, when you think about powerhouses in the restaurant business, how many of us would agree McDonald's would probably be at the top of the list? Now, I think we also agree that they don't make the best hamburger and they don't have the best chicken, but they sell the most around the world because of duplication. So I want you to think about that when I give you my training here today. It's all about duplication. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to schedule a private business Zoom for you. Now, the great part about this is you can schedule as many Zoom presentations that you want, but you got to build your list. You know, I remember when I first started, they said, get out the Rolodex. How many of us agree? I'm dating myself with that. Today, it's all about a database. How many of us have social media with hundreds and hundreds of connections? In some cases, even countries we don't live. How many of us have a cell phone in our hand with hundreds and hundreds of contacts in that cell phone? So your job and my job is to share this information with every single person we can. Now, I'm going to talk about a couple people that we found over the years that just gravitate to what we do, meaning catch the vision sooner than others. The first type is a business owner. Here's what I know about every business owner in 2020 is rethinking their entire business model. Every business owner is looking to go online. They're looking for that Amazon-like opportunity, and that's what we got our hands on here today. So let's talk about business owners. How many of you know somebody that has a restaurant or catering business? How many of you know somebody that maybe is in real estate, whether they're an agent or a broker, or even a property manager? See, these are the type of people that if they like the opportunity, they're going to naturally bring their own services in. People ask me all the time, how did you get thousands and thousands of credit card processing customers? Did you go door to door? Did you go business to business? And all I did is invited business owners to come take a look. And here's been my experience. If a business owner likes the opportunity, doesn't it just make sense to get paid on their own services? And all of a sudden now you have literally thousands and thousands of dollars in bills coming in because the business owner said yes to the opportunity. Second type of person is somebody who's been in direct sales. Do you realize that there's thousands of companies that sell cosmetics and thousands of companies that sell vitamins, but there's only one ACN. There's only one company like us where we sell services around the world, whether it be high-speed internet in Australia, electricity in Japan, or cell phone service right here in the United States. So if you find somebody that's been in direct sales, they love the idea of getting paid on services. And the third type of person is happy people. Look, if you like them, other people like them. We are in the relationship business. Matter of fact, we have an individual that we work with on our team named Shayla Smith. And Shayla was a junior in college when she took a look at this opportunity. She had a great personality. Everybody liked Shayla. Today, she's one of the top performers globally, and she has that great personality. So don't prejudge anyone, whether it's a college student like Shayla or a very sophisticated business owner. I am telling you, these are the type of people that just love the opportunity. Now, your job and my job is just to invite. We don't have to explain. We don't have to answer questions. All we have to do is invite. Now, here's been our experience. About half the people that you invite to come take a look end up showing up to your presentation, and the other half generally doesn't. And it's not because they're not interested or don't want to hear what you're up to. Life gets in the way. How many of us agree life gets in the way? So let's talk about that duplication. See, if you have a big Zoom and you invite a lot of people to that Zoom, and let's say that I happen to be one of your guests, and I look around and I see all these names and pictures of people on the screen, and I think this is great. All I have to do is invite a whole bunch of people, and somebody's going to do this presentation for me. Now, let me give you a second example. Let's say you had 2 people on the Zoom, and I'm one of those 2 people, and I look around and say, this is great. All I have to do is put 2 people on the Zoom, and somebody's going to do this presentation for me just like they did for you. How many of us like the example of a lot of people? See, you're going to set the pace of your team. You're going to set the example for the people to follow after you. Can we all agree? It's not do what I say, it's do what I do. This is a business of example. Now, when I first got started, I thought to myself, what am I going to say to these people? See, here's all I could think. Imagine me, the guy selling t-shirts, the guy washing cars, calling you up saying, I found it. We're going to get rich in the cell phone business, or we're going to get rich in the electric business. How many of you would be a little skeptical? Sure, every one of you would. Why? Because you don't know me for that person. So that's why you got to work with an expert. You got to talk about your expert. See, I'm going to give you some words that work, but here's what I want you to remember. The people that are working with you, your coaches, your mentors, they're going to get you comfortable with what to say. And I just want to give you an example of how an invite would sound. See, if I'm calling somebody up, I'm asking them a simple question. Do you look at other ways of making money outside of what you do? Most people in this day and age are going to say absolutely, or what do you got? And that's when you want to talk about your expert. Look, I met an individual. His name is Harsh Patel. He's a multi-business owner. He's super successful. He has a business in multiple countries around the world. And have you ever used Zoom before? You have? Great. On Wednesday at 6 p.m., Harsh is going to jump on a Zoom presentation, and I wanted to invite you on it. I'd love to put you and Harsh together and hear a little bit about what he's up to. Can I put you down for coming? Now, can we agree some people are going to have questions? They're going to say things, well, what exactly is he going to talk about? See, here's the key to the opportunity. Talk about the expert. Well, look, Harsh is extremely successful. He's got 100% of the information. I'm in the t-shirt business. It has nothing to do with t-shirts, thank God. And I want you to hear it from Harsh. And can I put you down for coming? Great. Now, day of the meeting, you want to take every single person that said yes to coming to your Zoom presentation, and you want to send that list over to your presenter. See, the presenter is going to reach out to every single one of your invitees, and they're going to make sure they know how to use the Zoom and download the app and make sure they have all the relevant information for that kickoff meeting for you. Now, 15 minutes before your event, send them all a little text message, just reminding them the event is about to begin. Now, what you want to do is, be as professional as possible. See, now we're working in a virtual world, and you got to make sure you have some great lighting. Make sure that you have, a professional backdrop. I know all of us working from home with kids and pets and just some of the chaos that we're all going through at home. We want to make sure you're in a quiet location. For that 20 or 30 minutes, let's make sure that you have the ability to, be very, very attentive, because we know there's a lot of distractions. Now, your job that evening, number one, is don't talk about the ones that didn't make it. I like to start my presentations about 5 minutes after, because I want to respect people's times that came on time. And so what do? Is I said, thank you guys for coming out. Get the energy up. Be excited. Man, wait till you hear the presentation tonight. It's so good to see everybody made it on okay. And your job is to introduce the presenter. And folks, here's what I would do. Guys, I don't even know how I did it. I've got a regional vice president on here today. Her name is Alejandra Kalman. She is an incredible leader. I am so excited that you guys get a chance to meet her here this evening and turn the presentation over to your presenter. Now remember, take notes, pay close attention, keep your camera on so people can see that you're serious about your business and you're serious about your future. At the end of the presentation, we're just going to ask a simple question. Do you see an opportunity for yourself? If they say yes, take them to your online store. I love the fact that it's on Zoom. We can screen share. We can take them right to the store and launch their very own online store. Now, you're going to have some people that have some questions. You've got to promote training. How many of us feel a lot more confident now after being at this training event? See, what I found is if you can get them from your Zoom to a training event, you're going to get them to want to get involved in our opportunity. The facts are going to be there. The vision's going to be there. Really, the excitement's going to be there. So make sure you're promoting that next upcoming event. Now, we also know that ACN's not for everybody, but the services are. How many of us agree with that? And so let's talk about the services to people that said, maybe the timing isn't right, or maybe I just don't see an opportunity for myself. Now, Jeff and Melissa Street, Circle of Champion members, Regional Vice President Platinums. I mean, these guys are amazing. And they're going to talk about identity theft. And folks, we can all get passionate about protecting individuals and protecting children with ID Seal. See, I believe everybody needs to protect themselves. And, this is a service that every single person that gets involved or doesn't get involved in our opportunity needs to know that there's an opportunity to protect themselves and protect their families. And what's going to make you book that Zoom today? See, I know you didn't get on this Zoom just to be average. Look, if you wanted to be average today, you're already doing too much. How many of us agree average people on Saturday are probably raking the front yard or watching the television? See, not me and not you. We didn't get on here to be average. We got on here to be exceptional. And what we want you to do is schedule that Zoom today. Don't get off today's event without booking a Zoom with the people that you're working with. But you got to bring a big reason why. See, you got to be really driven to do the work, to make the list, to pick up that phone, to schedule that event, to move things around. You got to have a big reason why for doing it. See, when Mike and I lived in New York City, we went to living room after living room after living room looking for people who had a big reason why. And we found this individual named M.D. Rahman. And M.D. Rahman was a New York City cab driver. And he came to the United States because he wanted a better opportunity for his family, just like us. And when he saw ACN, he said, I don't speak good English. And we said, don't worry about that. You just invite people to come take a look and let us present. And M.D. Rahman did an amazing job, and he invited and invited and invited. Today, he's what's called a senior vice president in our company. Matter of fact, he has tens of thousands of customers all over the world. And I share that story with you because that's all you need to bring to the table is a big reason why, a big purpose, a big commitment. And, I think about the Bible story, David and Goliath, and I'm sure all of us are familiar with that story. And, when you think about that story, it's a simple story. Here was this shepherd boy that went to a battle between the Philistines in the Israelites. Now, back then, when people went to go to the war, they didn't watch it on television. They physically went to the war. And can you imagine standing there watching thousands of soldiers on one side and thousands of soldiers on the other side? And so instead of like normal, where they would fight and people would die, they said, instead of losing all these lives like we normally do, why don't you bring your best guy against our best guy? And see, for the Philistines, they had a giant, and his name was Goliath. And Goliath got out in the middle of that field, and he said, "Bring on the best you have." And all of Israel ran, including David, when they took a look at this giant. And that night, when David went back to the camp with all the soldiers, he overheard soldiers talking about what you get if you kill the giant. See, the king said, if anybody kills the giant, they get to ride a horse. And David asked them, what else do you get? And they said, you don't have to pay taxes anymore. Imagine that. And they said, what else do you get? And they said, you get to marry the princess. He said, tell me more about the princess. I heard she's beautiful. I heard she bathes in perfume. And here these soldiers were looking at this boy. See, they just ran from the sight of this giant. And here this little boy is talking about, what do you get? And then all of a sudden, here comes David's brothers. And he said, what are you doing bothering these important soldiers? What are you doing talking to them? You need to get back to your flock, your scrub flock. And there's a very important lesson what David did. He turned and gave them no mind, meaning he didn't listen to what they had to say. See, isn't that family? Isn't that some of the people that are closest to us? What are you doing with this business? You're just a homemaker. You're just a college student. What are you doing messing with this ACN business? Why don't you stick to plumbing? See, but what David did is he went out and practiced. See, he knew there was going to be a lot of people in line to talk to the king. Everybody's going to want to marry the princess. Come to find out, he was the only guy that applied for the job. And the king said, it's yours. Now, back then, when the king would travel, you would know when the king was coming because they would have flags on those horses. So here they were at the battlefield. Could you imagine thousands and thousands of soldiers on either side? And here comes these flags, and here comes this boy, David. And Goliath got upset. You send a boy to do a man's job, and here's what David said. I'm going to cut off your head. Now, guess what? David didn't even have a sword, but we all know the story. David took that rock and put it in that sling and killed that giant and cut that giant's head off with his own sword. And the reason this story is so important is David never asked anything about the giant. He never asked how big he was or what his favorite weapon was. See, he didn't care. All he focused on is what do you get if you do it? See, don't worry about the hows, worry about the why. Why are you here? Why are you listening to this event? ACN is a special opportunity, folks. We're going around the world, and you can go around the world with us with this technology, but you got to take action. You got to schedule that upcoming event. Before you get off this event today, make sure you let the people that you're working with know you're serious and that you want to do a Zoom in the upcoming days. And we can't wait to see you on stage and hear your story and get an opportunity to celebrate your success. So can't wait till we're together again in one of those arenas around the world where we can be together live. But until then, God bless each and every one of you, and I'll see you at the top.
Please welcome ACN's very own Regional Vice President Platinum, Megan Williams, who will speak to you today about Flash Wireless.
It's time to rethink wireless. At Flash Wireless, we think you deserve more, and that's why we do things different. We simply do it right. We're changing the rules by offering a new and better way to get wireless service. Flash Wireless allows you to purchase your service through people just like you and me, with no long lines or frustrating experiences. With Flash Wireless, get service from the people you trust the most, your friends and family members. Enjoy personal service on a top nationwide 4G LTE network with all the flexibility you want from your wireless provider. You can keep your number, bring your own phone or purchase a new one, that it can be free. Yes, free. How? Just refer 5 or more friends and family members to Flash Wireless and help them become a customer. As long as your referrals stay connected, your wireless service can be free. Yep, just 5. It's that simple. Switch to Flash Wireless today. Refer your friends and family and get rewarded for sharing. Flash Wireless. Wireless done right.
Hello, ACN. This is Regional Vice President Megan Williams, and I feel super honored to have an opportunity today to talk about one of my favorite things, residual income. And the best way to get residual income is with Flash Wireless. Come on, everybody has a cell phone. And the value we bring when we talk to our friends and family is so amazing. Not only do we have amazing plans that just absolutely blow people's minds, we've got free activation and extra points for us. But as we're creating residual income, my favorite part, besides the fact that we can bring our own device or we can work with our amazing partner Best Buy with new phones and devices, we've got something that no one else has. Free cell phone service. I mean, how many people out there in the real world have a chance to earn free cell phone service? With our Refer 5 Get Free, we have a chance like none other to bring the most value out there to the marketplace. While we connect with our friends and family who we love and adore, we're really bringing them more value. We have an opportunity to change lives and to really help people at this time. I mean, I love it because when people see the value and they get such a great result working with Flash Wireless, it's easy to make that referral. And if you help them connect and help answer questions, you're going to build a massive residual income. You're going to have something that blows your mind, being able to be part of one of the largest industries of wireless service. See, most of us can't have that chance, but with the ACN platform and connecting with our friends and family on a service they're using anyways, Flash Wireless is awesome. I'm just so grateful that we can have that chance, that we get a chance to really put ourselves and other people in a great spot. So we need to get brave and we need to get out there and ask our friends and family to see if we can be a great fit, to bring them more value. We need to realize that Flash Wireless is a wonderful tool to use to create residual income. And what I love about this is you're going to have long-term value, and so are the people that you connect with, and you are able to bring them all these great things. So let's not miss this opportunity with ACN to build residual income, to have an amazing business we can work from home. And let's take advantage of today and all the great things we're doing and create something wonderful for ourselves. Go ACN!
Circle of Champions members, Regional Vice President Platinum and Regional Vice President Jeff and Melissa Street will show you how to leverage your storefront and product portfolio to master customer acquisition.
Well, hello, ACN. My name is Jeff Street, and I'm so excited to be at the first ever. Our job today is to teach you customer acquisition, and not just how to go out and acquire a customer, but also why do we acquire customers. See, one of the reasons we acquire customers is to bring value to our friends and family. I love the fact that I've been able to help people that I know to go out and save money on their credit card processing fees. I love the fact that I've been able to help some family members eliminate their cell phone bill through our referral program, that I've been able to help people protect their identity, protect their home. But I also love the second reason why we acquire customers, which is to maximize and unlock the ACN compensation plan. Now imagine that you got really good at acquiring customers and you built the team and you got really good at teaching your team how to go out and acquire customers. I want you to think about some of your monthly expenses, your monthly bills. What if you were able to go out and eliminate some of those bills every month based on your monthly customer acquisition bonuses and your residual income? Would that make a difference in your life? But are you willing to get uncomfortable to do what's necessary to learn how to go out and acquire customers? Are you coachable? Are you teachable? I think it's safe to say that you don't know what you don't know. So I want to ask you today, what's your teachability index? See, what's your willingness to learn this information? And I know that some of you are thinking, well, I'm here on a Saturday, spending 4 hours. Some of you are like, I'm brand new. Some of you are like, I'm not even in yet, and I'm still here to learn because I want something to happen in my life. And you're thinking to yourself, you've got a high willingness to learn. But what type of effort are you willing to go out and put in? Are you willing to sacrifice some things that maybe you enjoy doing? Maybe for a week, a month, a year. What is your willingness to learn? But the second variable is, what's your willingness to accept change? See, if you're here today and you're not satisfied with where you are, understand there's patterns that you've developed in your life. There's a way of being that you've gone out and developed in your life. There's thoughts that you've continued to think in your life, and you're going to have to go out and change some of those things. See, if you love McDonald's and you eat there 3 different times a week and you tell me you need to lose weight, and I tell you, look, you got to stop going to McDonald's. You can keep eating food, just not at McDonald's. See, I want you to rate yourself on a scale of 1 to 10. 10 being the highest, 1 being the lowest, is rate yourself on what's your willingness to learn and what's your willingness to accept change. And some of you are thinking, I'm a 10 on a willingness to learn, but I'm a 0 on a willingness to accept change. But 10 times 0, guys, is still a 0. But 10 times 10 is 100. So you got to go out and be willing to do both. And almost 15 years ago, when I went to my first national convention, I had a burning desire to go out and create more in my life. I had a willingness to learn. I had a willingness to go out and accept change. And one of the greatest advice that I had gotten in my life is, if you want things to change in your life, you're going to have to be willing to change some things in your life. So grab a notebook, grab a pen, and take notes today as we teach you how to go out and acquire customers.
Absolutely. You guys, I know that the buffet business is currently closed right now because of the pandemic, but guess what? ACN's buffet is well and alive. And here's what I mean by that. Let's take a look at ACN's portfolio of all the services that we offer and the companies we've partnered up with. In the United States, we have Vivint Smart Home Systems, Dish, DirecTV, Spectrum, AT&T, Frontier, Sphere, ID Seal, Zoom Energy, and Flash Wireless. In Canada, we have TELUS, Vivint Smart Home Systems, Sphere, Flash Services with Internet, and Zoom Energy. Now, you guys, for Zoom Energy, there's a program called Power Your Home. Take note of this. If you go out and acquire 12 residential electric customers, whatever the average spending of those 12 residential electric customers are, ACN will direct deposit to you whatever that supply portion of the bill is. Same rule applies to residential gas customers. Now, for Flash Wireless in the United States, they have a refer a friend program, and it's my favorite because if you have our service and refer it to 5 people, your cell phone bill becomes free every month. You just pay taxes. And I was so excited about this program because, quite frankly, I've had Verizon well before I knew ACN existed, and I love that I was able to switch my service over to Flash Wireless. I kept the same network, I kept the same phone number, I kept my same device, and what was really great was 4.5 years ago, I referred my 5th customer, and my cell phone bill today, if you don't believe me, take a look at this. Here is my cell phone bill just from these last couple of months on the screen. I love the 11th of every single month. So guys, take advantage of that Refer a Friend program. In Canada, we also have the same program for our Flash services with Internet. If you have our service, refer it to 5 people, your internet bill could be free every single month. So you guys just understand, you know, as leaders, you got to do your homework. If you get confused, so will your prospects. So my advice to you is pick 1 or 2 services, get really good at them, gain your confidence on them, and then find another 2 to go out and master. Set the appropriate expectations. You don't need to overhype this stuff. It is an awesome opportunity with great services. You don't need to over promote it. And every single week on Tuesdays and Thursdays at 2 o'clock Eastern time, ACN does a live product training so that you can go out and further your education on a specific service. And where you would find that information is right on acncompass.com. So write that website down, acncompass.com. And when you're on that page, you'll notice that right there on the bottom left corner, there's a link that says watch the product training webinars. When you click on that, there's actually a schedule of all future product trainings, and the Zoom meeting ID information is right there on the top right-hand corner. And if you're in a situation where you can't watch it live, don't worry, ACN's got your back. If you scroll down just a little bit, there's actually recordings from previous product trainings that you can watch at your own leisure, at your own pace, and you can also review the information. So take advantage of these product trainings and continue your education. Now, you guys, there are 4 customer sources interested in getting involved. You want to ask them to become a customer. You just never know. You always want to lead with the opportunity and settle for a customer. A great example of this is a few years ago, I did a presentation, and there was a gentleman there that he didn't even let me finish the presentation. He said, I'm in. I'm ready to get involved. I said, Tyrone, you didn't even let me tell you how much it costs to get involved with ACN. He said, it doesn't matter. And I said, why is that? Why were you so quick to get involved with ACN? He said, a little over a year ago, a good friend of mine called me up one day, and she told me that she needed a huge favor from me. She was super close to promotion, and I wanted to help her. I wanted to support her cause. And I became her Flash wireless cell phone customer. He said I was able to keep my same Sprint phone number and my same coverage. I was able to use my same device, so all was well. But I had no idea I could make money off of my own cell phone bill. So he gets involved with ACN, and over the years, he has introduced us to several leaders and tremendous people. But one of the most recent success stories that we have is Coach Barvinia Wooten out of Richmond, Virginia, whom in just 5 short months is about on the brink of becoming one of our newly promoted regional directors. So always lead with the business opportunity. Now, the second customer source is, who do you do business with? You guys, I showed my car insurance agent the ACN opportunity, and it wasn't for him, and that was okay because he became 4 Flash wireless cell phone customers. You know, the gentleman that owns the gym that Jeff and I work out at, we showed him the business, wasn't for him. He became an annual plan ID Seal customer. The family that owns the business where we get our clothes dry cleaned, wasn't for them. They became an electric customer. So who do you do business with? Now, third, a customer source there is your dirt list. Now, I know that sounds a little negative, but it's actually a positive thing. I want you to imagine that you were selling dirt. Who loves you so much that they'll even buy dirt from you? See, my dirt list consisted of individuals like my mom. My mom absolutely loves me, mainly because I'm her favorite daughter. I'm just kidding. My sister might be watching this. But my mom, she wanted to support me. See, I didn't ask my mom if she would be interested in becoming my customer. I said, Mom, I need your support. I would love if you could help me out. Just be my customer. It would mean the world to me. And my mom was willing to do whatever it took to help me out. And my mom, even though she's one person, my mom actually became 6 customers. She switched over 6 services with me, and she, just from those 6 services, have added up to well over 20 personal customer points, and that was just from one person. So who's on your dirt list? Who loves you so much that they want to help you? And the most important customer source is yourself. You want to think like a business owner here. Now, obviously, it's not a requirement for you to become your own customer, but guys, prior to getting involved with ACN, I used to be a car insurance sales agent for State Farm. Now, who do you think my car insurance company was with? State Farm. Who do you think my homeowner's insurance policy was with? State Farm. Who do you think my life insurance policy was with? State Farm. See, I knew that if I was trying to talk to a client about our insurance policies and how great they were, I knew that if they asked me what insurance company I had, and if my response was anything other than State Farm, they probably would not take me as serious. Their confidence level in me was probably not very high. So guys, take a look at what services do you have in your own home that you could support your own business, be your own customer. It's a great opportunity for you to learn about the specific services. It's a great training opportunity as well.
Guys, one tip that I want to give you here today is you got to understand consumers. And one thing is consumers, they buy emotionally, not logically. Isn't that right, honey?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, I know that you like your red bottom shoes or whatever those things are called.
First of all, those are called Christian Louboutin. Okay, and every girl needs a pair of red bottom shoes. They're just so pretty. They're so pretty.
There is nothing logical about those shoes. Not the price tag, certainly not the comfort. Every time you wear them, after an hour, you're complaining to me about how much your feet hurt.
Beauty is pain, honey. Beauty is pain.
Guys, as I shared with you, most consumers buy emotionally. They do not go out and buy, logically. So again, we got to understand consumers are not technical. A lot of them do not understand their bills. Most people don't know what their kilowatt per hour is on their electricity bill. Most people, their primary motivation is not savings. If it was, they'd already be with a different provider. See, people would rather do business with someone that they like and trust, and people feel great about supporting a cause. That's why regional vice presidents Ken and Susie Potter, with their Bills to Blessing business, talking about Project Feeding Kids, have over 400 personal customers because they've mastered teaching the cause approach to people, and people respond to the correct approach. And what that approach is favor, why, help, and support. Now, I'll never forget, almost 15 years ago, going to my first ACN Saturday morning training, and they taught this approach, and here's what my thoughts are. Nope, I'm not going to do that approach. So I go home from training, I'll never forget this, and I call my dad. And I was excited. I go, Dad, I need you to fax me a copy of your phone bill. Now, I'm dating myself here, but my dad faxes me a copy of his bill. I take a look at it, and ACN has great rates. And I'm looking, and we can save him 15% on his phone bill. And I'm excited. I'm like, this is a home run. And I call my dad back. I go, Dad, I got great news. I can save you 15% on your phone bill. And here's what my dad said. Jeff, I'm watching the Sox game. Jeff, Big Poppy's coming to bat. I don't care about my phone bill. I want to watch Big Poppy. I got to go, Jeff. Click. And he hung up the phone to me. And I felt so defeated. But then I humbled myself. And I looked at the script that I learned at the training, and I waited for the Sox game to end, and I made sure that they won. But then I called my dad back, and here's what I said to him. Dad, I need a huge favor. He goes, why? I go, I need a huge favor. He goes, why? I go, Dad, I need a huge favor. My business has changed recently. My cell phone stores, Sprint and Nextel merged together. I've been bartending on the side, and Dad, I am struggling, and I need your help. I just started a new home-based business, Dad, and I just need you to support me and become a customer of one of my services. And here's what my dad said. He goes, are you talking about my phone bill? I go, yeah. He goes, why didn't you just tell me that the first time? I said, Dad, I guess I wasn't coachable, but I definitely I need your support. And understand, guys, when you go out and realize that people are inspired to support you, inspired to support your cause, you share with them the circumstances that you're dealing with. See, here's what I know about your why. The bigger your why, the harder you try. But when your why is big enough, the how-to is easy. So you got to be present to what your why is, the reason you're doing this. You got to be willing to go out and be vulnerable, willing to go out and become humble. See, when I humbled myself down and I just asked my dad to be my customer to support and help me, it created pride for him. He was so excited afterwards that he could become my customer, that he could help me, and he started referring other customers to me, not because of the fact that he saved money, but because the fact that he was supporting his son. And this is our advantage over the competition, ladies and gentlemen.
See, the number one reason why people don't get customers is because simply they just don't ask. And as a leader, just realize that it's okay for you to take that initiative and ask on behalf of your new business partner, especially as they're learning about the favor, why, help, and support approach. So guys, take initiative. Sometimes you might be put in a position, like let's just say, for example, we did a Zoom presentation, right? And let's just say the presenter put you as the leader in a breakout room with one of the guests. See, you can maybe start the conversation by thanking them for being on the webinar and asking them for their support. Here's what I mean by that. It might sound a little something like, hey, thank you so much for being on the Zoom presentation. I know it's not for you, but I just know on behalf of your friend Layla, it's going to mean the world to her if you could support her and become her customer. Plus, at the same time, you're going to feed a child with our charity with Project Feeding Kids. People want to support a cause. And guys, I try not to complicate the conversation, so I'll pick one or two services to briefly mention about and try to move from that point on. So I would probably start with Vivint Smart Home. The conversation might sound something like, hey, have you ever had home security systems? Are you open to getting a totally free quote, no obligation, to see if it's a fit for you? What's the best time I can connect you with a Vivint specialist tomorrow? Maybe I'll talk about identity theft protection with ID Seal. I'll ask questions like, what are you doing to protect yourself from the fastest growing crime our country is facing with identity theft? What are you doing to protect and seal off your driver's license, your passport, your medical records? I try to bring awareness up. And as long as they tell me they're not doing anything or they're not even an ID Seal customer, I want to take the initiative right then and there and go ahead and help them sign up for the service. I'll walk them through our website and show them how simple it is to get their information protected. Matter of fact, let me show you guys how simple it is to navigate through our website and sign up for ID Seal. It is a really phenomenal service, and I'm just so excited for you guys to learn more. So with that being said, I'm going to pull up my website here, my customized website. We're going to hover over services. You'll see on residential services, click on identity theft protection. You're going to see a light blue button that says shop plan. So click on that. And it brings you right to the page to choose whether a platinum plan for one adult or platinum plus plan, which is one adult and up to 10 kids under the age of 17 or 17 and under. Whichever plan is best appropriate, click get protected, choose the price point that fits the customer's needs. And now it's just a matter of filling out information and you're well on your way to protecting your information. So you guys, it's really simple. Don't overcomplicate customer acquisition. Go out and take a stand for your new business partners and ask on their behalf.
And guys, I want to talk to everybody to wrap things up about timing in business. And I think we all agree that timing is everything in business. I want you to understand that if you're a surfer, you got to go out and paddle before the wave. Who'd agree you want to be in front of something before it becomes a trend? And we think about timing in business. I think of individuals like Henry Ford. See, Henry Ford, he didn't invent the automobile. He just invented a way to mass produce it. How many of us wish that we could have been in the beginning of Ford Motor Car? Or how about Garrett Camp? Garrett Camp did not invent the taxi cab business. He just created a system of distribution of independent drivers going out and picking up passengers all over the world. How many of us wish that we could have been in the beginning of Uber? But I want you to think about this last one. What if in 2019, what if a friend of yours said to you, I got a tip. I think that you should go out and start a new business. I've got an investment opportunity for you. I think that you should go out and invest in the toilet paper business. See, what would you have thought? You probably would have thought you're crazy. You've probably been skeptical, but knowing what you know today, how many of us wish that we could have invested in the toilet paper business in 2019? And one of the things that I can tell you guys is you got to become a raging fan of what it is that you do. And what I mean by that is ID Seal. See, the identity theft protection industry is exploding. Cybercrime and data breaches are the biggest threats facing consumers today. And 85% of consumers are currently not yet protecting themselves against identity theft. But experts believe those numbers are going to radically change. They believe that identity theft protection in the future will be as common as homeowners insurance and auto insurance. So we're in the beginning of something before it becomes a trend. But again, you got to ask yourself, are you a raging fan? Here's what I can tell you about myself. I'm a raging fan. I'm showing my ID Seal app to people all the time. I joined a BNI group just to talk about ID Seal because I'm a raging fan. Here's one thing that I know. I know that ID Seal is our weapon. See, Moses had a staff. David had a sling. Here's what we have. ID Seal. And my call to action you hear today is set up a PBZ so you can build a team and you can go out and acquire customers and a team that acquires customers. If you're in Canada, refer 5 friends this week to Flash Internet so you can take advantage of the free internet service program. And here, if you're in the US, I know you're fired up like I am about what you heard today about the brand new ID Seal Refer a Friend program. And my call to action for you is over the next week, refer 5 friends on either the quarterly or annual plan for ID Seal so you can position yourself to take advantage of the ID Seal Refer a Friend program.
Well, thanks so much for joining us for ACN's first ever virtual convention, and I can't wait for you guys to hear from the rest of the leaders. Have a great weekend, everybody.
ACN is proud to partner with AT&T to offer exceptional value for our customers. Please welcome AT&T to the Level Up event.
Hello, ACN. I hope this video finds you all well. Justin Rowland here, and I'm thrilled to share some exciting news with you all. Now, as many of you know, ACN and AT&T have been partnered for over 2 years now, and lots of exciting things have happened along the way. DirecTV was the very first product ACN launched, and since that time, AT&T Internet, AT&T Wireless, and most recently, AT&T's premium video service, AT&T TV, was launched. So I just want to spend a couple minutes with you and talk about each product. First, AT&T TV. So for starters, with AT&T TV, you're going to get the best of live TV, your local channels, national and regional sports, and access to on-demand, giving you access to thousands of titles to choose from. In addition, each order is going to include an AT&T TV device that's free express shipped to your door. The AT&T TV device includes a Google Voice Assistant, and it's preloaded with thousands of popular apps to choose from, such as HBO Max, Pandora, and Netflix. In addition, you're going to get 500 hours of cloud DVR storage, and with most orders, you're going to receive HBO Max at no cost for 12 months. HBO Max is AT&T's newest streaming service, and it gives you access to all of HBO with even more movies, series, plus new HBO Max originals. Next, a little bit about DirecTV. DirecTV is the nation's #1 digital satellite entertainment provider, and with DirecTV, you're also going to get live and local TV that's available anywhere in the United States. DirecTV is a leader in sports, giving you a robust lineup of national and regional sports, along with NFL Sunday Ticket. NFL Sunday Ticket is exclusive to DirecTV, and it's included with most orders for the first year. NFL Sunday Ticket gives you access to every Sunday out-of-market NFL game, so you never miss a second of the action from the comfort of your own home. On top of that, you'll have access to the DirecTV app with over 65,000 titles on demand, allowing you to stream the entertainment that you love. Now, DirecTV is perfect for your sports lovers, or maybe for those customers that don't have sufficient internet speeds to support AT&T TV. Next, AT&T Internet. AT&T offers a fiber connection in 21 states, giving you lightning fast speeds up to 1 gigabit. And with AT&T Internet, you'll receive your equipment with no extra fees, giving you over 99% reliability for the speeds that you need at a price that you love. Now, when you bundle with AT&T TV, you're going to save even more money with bundling discounts up to $20 per month. These are huge savings, so you want to make sure every customer knows about these. And last but not least, a little bit about AT&T Wireless. With AT&T Wireless, you're going to get the latest devices, unlimited talk, text, and data, along with some great coverage. Now, I don't know if you've all heard, but now AT&T now has nationwide 5G coverage. So this is going to give you a fast and reliable and secure connection across the U.S. You'll also have the option to bring your own device. And what's great here is you can finance the latest smartphones or devices for 0% financing over 30 months. So if you have a phone that you just got and you want to keep, you'll be able to bring that over, or you'll have the option to choose from any of the latest smartphones and devices from your personalized website. There's a ton of great options to choose from, so be sure and visit your personalized website and start selling AT&T today. Now that we've covered a little bit about the available AT&T services, let's talk about the current promotions. These are very exciting, so you don't want to miss this. Until the end of the month, there's a special bonus just for the IBOs. Each new AT&T TV or DirecTV customer that you acquire will earn you a $50 American Express gift card. That's right, $50 per sale just to you, the IBO. But that's not it. If you sell a bundle of AT&T TV and AT&T Internet, the American Express gift card doubles, earning you a $100 bonus. So to recap, any AT&T TV or DirecTV sale that you place will earn you a $50 American Express gift card. And if you bundle a customer with AT&T TV and AT&T Internet, that gift card doubles to $100, earning you a $100 American Express gift card. Again, these are special IBO offers, and these only run until the end of the month, so you definitely want to start getting those sales in. But there's even more offers to talk about. Also, until the end of the month, as part of AT&T's national offer, all new AT&T customers are eligible to receive a $100 Visa reward card once they activate service. Again, that's a $100 Visa reward card just for signing up for AT&T TV. In addition, if a customer signs up for both AT&T TV and AT&T Internet or AT&T Wireless, they're eligible to receive another $100 Visa reward card. What's great, these offers are stackable, so the customer can receive both the $100 Visa reward card for AT&T TV, and they're going to receive an additional $100 Visa reward card for signing up for a bundle. But what's even better, if you, the IBO, are the customer, you're eligible for both the IBO bonus and the Visa reward cards that are as part of AT&T's national offer. So for example, if you, the IBO, purchases AT&T TV and AT&T Internet, you're going to get the $100 American Express gift card for the IBO bonus, and then you'll get both $100 Visa reward cards as part of the national offer. This combined with the bundling discounts you'll receive makes for a really great deal, so you want to make sure that every single customer knows about these. Have them visit your personalized website today and take advantage of these time-sensitive offers.
Today is the day when things will never be the same. A time to challenge the limits of what's possible. From what you see on a screen to where speed and substance shared at the right moment can literally save lives and draw focus through the noise, through the clutter, to help us make better, bigger dreams come true. This new world has no boxes, no boundaries that separate reality from what we can imagine. More than ever, it inspires. It excites, where we love the waits worth waiting for. Delighted by whole new ways and things to discover. where you'll lose yourself in whatever is your thing, while finding every reason to share whatever that is with one another. No matter what you like, it's all here in this world of modern media, a place where all of it depends on all of it being connected. Today, it's here, and things will never be the same.
Team building will help you grow your leadership and ACN business. Discover how to effectively develop your team with Circle of Champions member and Senior Vice President Simon Aboud.
Hello, ACN. What a pleasure to be with all of you today. What an incredible first few trainings we've had a chance to see here. For those of you who have never had a chance to go to an international event, this is the next best thing. But I got to tell you, I surely miss seeing every single one of you in person and just the energy that we get from being all together and sharing that positive energy. My name is Simon Aboud. I'm talking to you from Montreal, Canada, where I live. I've been a part of ACN for almost 20 years, and it's just been incredible. It's been incredible from day one. It hasn't been an easy ride. But it's been incredible. And I get to share with you today what it takes to build a team. And not only build a team, because you've learned in the last few trainings how to do private business Zooms through the incredible training given by Mr. Patrick Mazer, but I get to talk to you about how you find leaders in your team. And that's been my favorite part throughout the years being involved with ACN. And the reason why is because those are the people that you get to know for a very long time. And you really help transform their life in a very, very big way. So I'm going to talk to you about team building. I'm going to talk to you about sorting for leaders. And we're going to start with talking about your first 2 private business Zooms. Look, you've just learned how to do those private business Zooms, but you got to schedule them as quickly as possible. Because the smallest action you take is worth more than the biggest intention you can have in your life. So create your contact list immediately. Business owners, successful people, direct selling experienced people, everyone else. Just don't prejudge, put everyone you know and invite them. Don't explain, just invite so that the expert could present as you've learned in the private business Zoom training. What your initial goal is to focus on helping 2 individuals earn $200 as quickly as possible. So you want to help 2 people get started in the business as quickly as possible and help them acquire 5 services each. If they do that in their first 30 days or in any given month, because they don't have a deadline, every single month they could do that, they earn $200 for acquiring these 5 services, just like you do. So when you get started, you earn $200 for your first 5 services, if you do that in your first 30 days or in any given month. And then you help 2 individuals do the same thing. They each earn $200, like Alex and Sandra in this example, and you earn $50 for each person that you help doing so. So you can earn $300 to get 5 services and help 2 individuals acquire 5 services. And that's the goal of your first private business Zoom. Of course, you're not going to stop there in your customer acquisition efforts, but that's just the beginning so that you can start with both the customer acquisition and the duplication of your team. So I get to talk to you about sorting here. And sorting is at every level. It's after the presentation, and it's from the people that even signed up in your organization. So let's talk about sorting after your Zoom presentation. Of course, you're going to have people that say, yes, they want to get started right away. Well, you sign them up as an IBO and you promote the training. You want to get them as much training as possible. That's where they'll learn how to acquire customers and how to build a team. The people that have questions, you immediately want to book a private meeting with your mentor ASAP on the Zoom so they can help you answer all of their questions and either get them started as a business owner or as a customer. And then you want to promote the training, as much training as possible to anyone who wants to get involved in business. And the people that say no, you thank them. You thank them. You respect their time for seeing what we've had to show them. And you ask them to be a customer on one of our services. And you can ask them for referrals to help you get more customers. So this is what you're going to do with the different people at the end of your presentations. But from the people that are actually going to get started, your goal is to recognize the ones that want to be leaders, the ones that are going to want to build bigger organizations, and to recognize those leaders, you got to know what leaders do in our business. Leaders, very simple, they quickly learn how to present and to train. So if you see people that want to present and train quickly, that means they're leaders. They constantly work on developing themselves, reading books, listening to audios, watching videos on personal growth, how to become a better individual, how to become a better business owner. Leaders build relationships with their team. They don't just sign up people, they get to know them and their family, get to know what gets them to move. Leaders enroll others in a vision that they cast. So you got to have a vision for yourself, for the team, for your organization, and enroll them into that vision. That's a skill that the bigger leaders have. Leaders always promote events. Events such as these help and empower people be more successful in the business, and you got to funnel people through every one of the events that exist, from the private business Zooms your organization is doing to every single type of event that exists throughout our system. And leaders always return to phase one. I'll cover what phase one in a second is, but phase one is the example essentially you need to do, because most people ask me, but Simon, how do you attract leaders? It's very simple. You got to become a leader first. If you become a leader and you lead by example, others will be inspired by the actions that you take. And it's going to show in the attitude that you portray. Are you the kind of person that is happy, that is showing people that you can help them be successful, that is showing people the type of attitude they need to have, a positive mental attitude, not looking at every challenge that is in the way, but looking at every solution that is in the way, looking at how you could move forward. If you're the type of leader that wakes up with that positive mental attitude, you will help attract other leaders. You also need to have some posture. And what posture means is that you're going to run through some people that are going to disagree with what you're doing. They're either going to disagree with the idea, they're not going to want to get involved, and you can't let that demotivate you. You got to thank people for their time, but show them that you know where you're going. And when you show that you have that certainty of where you're going, people will want to follow you a lot more than if you look like you're wishy-washy. So what is phase one? We spoke about that. Leaders always return to phase one. Phase one is simple. Phase one is work. Work. What does work mean? Work in our business, very simple, is how many presentations you're doing to both people that want to be customers or independent business owners, how many invitations you're making for your different private business Zooms, and how many customers you're gathering. The more you're gathering customers, making invitations and doing presentations, the more work you're doing. And that's the best example. That's phase one. That's when people see you do that, they want to copy exactly what you're doing. So how do you measure your progress now? It's with the quantity of what I just talked about. How many people are you talking to about the services? How many people are you showing the opportunity to? The quantity of prospects will determine the speed of your growth. So you got to measure that. Keep a little bit of statistics of how many people you're showing the business to and trying to grow this every single week. Keep some statistics of how many people you've shown the services to and keep tracking that every single week. So you measure your progress with the quantity of prospects you're sharing our services and opportunity to. And the most important ability you need to get is the ability to sort. You see, professionals at our business do not try to convince others that are not interested in what we're doing to do what we do. Professionals share information, they explain, they answer questions, and they're looking for the people that are looking for what we have. And if you're sorting, you need to understand that you're going to go through a lot of people. And not everyone will be as lucky as one with the other, just like in everything in the world. Some people in our business will get started, and the very first few people they're going to talk to are all going to get excited and get involved. Others, like me, are going to have to go through a long period of time before they can attract their first few leaders. See, after 6 months of being involved with this business, I had actually helped 19 people get started with the opportunity. I got my fair share of customers, but I helped 19 people get started as independent business owners. I thought they would all be as motivated as I was. But none of them even found another independent business owner. A lot of them didn't even get qualified or start acquiring customers. And I started asking myself, but how is it possible? that people get involved and they're not as excited as I am. And in one of the trainings that I attended, the leader in front of the room said, this is sort of like a deck of cards. If you want to be successful here, you got to sort through people, and your goal is eventually to attract a minimum of 4 leaders, because if you find 4 serious leaders, you'll eventually get to regional vice president. You see, if you understand our compensation plan, getting to the position of regional vice president is simple. You need 3,000 customers. You could either get those 3,000 customers yourself, which you could get a bunch of them yourself, but it's obviously going to be a lot faster if you enroll others into the efforts of doing so. So every time you're going to help new people get started in the business and they get customers, those are going to count towards your 3,000. There's only one criteria. You can count up to 750 customers per organization. So every time you help one person get started, if that person or the group of people they attract get 750 customers or more, you'll be able to count only 750 of those. So if you want to get to regional vice president, you're eventually going to need to find 4 organizations of people that want to be successful here. So when we talk about this, we compare it to a deck of cards. You're looking for those 4 aces. For the 4 individuals that you might need to go through a lot of them before you find them. I don't know how your deck of cards was shuffled, but the only thing I can tell you is if you never stop looking, you'll eventually find some serious people that want to get started and be leaders in our business. And the only guarantee I could give you is if you stop looking, you won't find them. But once you have those individuals, you build incredible relationships with them to help you grow in the business. So while you're looking for those 4 aces, the most important question you can ask is, who do you know? You want to ask, who do you know, to everyone getting involved with the business, because you want to get into their contact lists and help them build a team. You want to ask, who do you know, to people that are not interested, that simply want to be customers because maybe they can refer you to other customers or business owners. And you even want to ask, who do you know, to the people that say no to the opportunity. Because if you do it in a respectful way, they might tell you, look, it makes sense, but it's not for me. But I know some people that might be looking for something like this. And if you constantly ask, who do you know? And you constantly take notes every time somebody tells you no, you want to keep this in a little book of notes. You want to keep the name, you want to keep the phone number, and you want to keep the date so that you give them a call every once in a while. People ask all the time, but when should I follow up with people? The answer is simple. Every once in a while. Every now and then. Give them a call. How are you? And they're going to tell you. How's your phone thing? How's your energy thing? How's your ID theft protection thing? How's your internet thing, right? How's your cell phone thing? And when they ask you that simple question, the reason they're going to be asking you this question, because most people will believe that you will no longer be involved. Because in direct sales, just like in any other industry, the majority of people that make a decision that they're going to do something change their minds and abandon. And if you are different, because you're still here 90 days from now, 180 days from now, 5 years from now, 10 years from now, whatever the case might be, people will realize that not only is this business yours, but so are you, and they'll follow you. So you want to keep that book of no's. You want to follow up with people. You want to show them that you're still there. And you always want to share your vision. You see, if you've decided for yourself that you're going to get to regional vice president or senior vice president, nothing could stop you but you. And when you're passionate about it, and you share the vision of where this company, your organization, and yourself are going with people, you'll enroll more people to want to be a part of what you're doing. Because people are looking to be a part of something special. And you get to be that for people. So share the vision, enroll the vision, never, ever, ever quit. Keep following up with people that say no. Make sure you have lots of private business Zooms, both for your prospects and the ones of your organization. Make sure you get customers every week, every month, and find people that want to be a part of the business whenever you can, all the time, throughout time. And if you never, ever quit, you're going to get to whatever you want to achieve through our compensation plan in our company. So I want to thank you for listening to me. So excited for the rest of this event. God bless everyone and have an incredible, incredible day.
ACN is proud to introduce our product partner, Zoom Energy, to the Level Up event.
Dependable energy, clean energy, positive energy. The energy you use every day. Meet Zoom Energy. Zoom Energy provides electricity and natural gas to homes and businesses in deregulated energy markets across North America. What's a deregulated energy market? Well, in some places, customers like you can't select their electricity or natural gas provider. They have to take whatever arrives from their local utility. But in a deregulated market, you're free to explore and choose all that Zoom Energy has to offer. Fixed and variable rate plans, renewable energy choices, and more. Switching to Zoom Energy is seamless and simple because your local utility still delivers your power, as usual, with no interruption. But since Zoom Energy is a retail energy provider, you'll benefit from competitive pricing, great customer support, and powerful choices. So get ready to leave that old-fashioned energy behind and zoom on in a little closer. We think you'll like what you see.
Hello, ACN. I'm Jackie Whitman, Marketing Director for Zoom Energy. Typically, I would get to meet many of you this weekend at the product booth at the International Training Convention. But since we can't meet in person, I am thrilled to be able to talk to you for a few minutes today, even if it's virtually. For the past 9 years, Zoom and ACN have partnered to offer you and your customers natural gas and electricity service in deregulated energy states across North America. Zoom gives you the opportunity to take your business to the next level by offering your residential and small business customers a service they already use every day. Imagine earning money every time your friend or family member turns on a light, washes clothes, cooks dinner, or charges their cell phone. With a variety of products and plans to fit any lifestyle or budget, Zoom Energy has something for everyone. Plus, customers enroll right online through your personal website, and it takes less than 5 minutes. All they need is a copy of their energy bill. There's no disruption in service, and the process is simple. At Zoom, we understand how important IBOs like yourself are to our success. That's why as an IBO, you can earn even more money through the ACN Power Up program. Simply refer 12 natural gas customers or 12 electricity customers to Zoom Energy, and you'll receive a monthly bonus equal to the average of your customers' bills. The great thing about this is you'll receive the bonus every month you maintain 12 customers on the same commodity. As an IBO, you can earn bonus money through the Power Up program. But beginning today, we have a special offer for your customers. So make sure you're listening. Are you guys ready? I'm really excited about this promotion. Starting today, any residential natural customer that enrolls with Zoom Energy between today and the end of October on a plan that is 12 months or longer is going to get $50 e-gift card of their choice after 2 months of service. I'm not done. I'm not done. Stay with me. Any residential customer that enrolls their electricity account is going to receive a $100 e-gift card. So customers in markets that offer both natural gas and electricity, they can get up to $150 in e-gift cards just for switching their service to Zoom Energy. This is a great promotion and is available to all residential customers in the US and Canada. Find all the details on ACN Compass. I am so excited about this new promotion. I hope you are too. Thanks so much for letting me spend a little time with you today. Enjoy the rest of the event.
Please welcome our product partner, Sphere, to the Level Up event.
You do business wherever it makes the most sense. We want to help your business grow by breaking boundaries. With Sphere, we offer a payment solution for in-person, mobile, key-entered, and online credit card transactions. So whether your customers are walking through the front door, you are going to the customer or they are making the purchase from the comfort of their own home. Sphere has a solution that works for you.
Hello, ACN IBOs. I'm Brian Harris, Sales Manager for the U.S. and Canada. Some of you may know me, or possibly we have talked or chatted on the IBO hotline. I'm excited to introduce you to Sphere and share with you how Sphere will impact your life and how we can drive your success. Sphere is an award-winning payment processing company in the U.S., Canada, and Australia. We make payment processing simple and affordable for merchants of all sizes. We do this by offering low processing rates, several different types of payment acceptance solutions, live customer support 24/7, 365, and highly secure processing. During these uncertain times, Sphere helps merchants meet today's challenges with cashless and contactless or touchless payment solutions. Whether a merchant needs to take payments curbside, in person, or add online sales and more, Sphere can help. We have payment acceptance solutions to match every merchant's needs. Many devices have built-in touchless and contactless payment methods. This increases security, convenience, and social awareness. These devices offer mobile wallets, including Apple Pay and Android Pay and more. But today, we are focused on you, IBOs. Sphere can be a partner in your success, generating points and residual income for the lifetime of the account. With our $500 meter beat opportunity, we will save merchants money on processing fees with our no cost, no obligation rate check. For qualifying merchants, if Sphere can't meet or beat their current rate, you and the merchant both receive a $250 Visa gift card. This is a win-win opportunity for both you and the merchants you know and visit. I'd also like to announce our October promotion, which will kick off today. For all qualifying leads you submit between September 26th through October 31st, you will receive 6 points, lifetime residuals, and a $50 reward card sent straight to you from Sphere. See the ACN Compass for full details about this amazing promotion. Please don't hesitate to contact Sphere if we can be any assistance. You can reach us via chat or call now in your ACN website. Thank you for your time. Be safe, be well, and let us help you be successful.
Have no fear when darkness falls, 'cause there's a light that shines within us all. Although this world can turn so cold, when we reach inside, we find dawn. 'Cause there's a flame that burns in every heart, and it's the will we have that lights the spark. Once in every lifetime, there's a chance to stand apart. We can show the
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome back ACN co-founder and president, Greg Provenzano.
Boy, this is bringing back a lot of emotion for me because at every ACN International event, we get to do what we're about to do right now, which is to promote people to the position of regional vice president, gold, platinum, and senior vice president. And so because of this pandemic, I've had the opportunity to interview these people via Zoom once they reach their promotion. And you're going to hear from each of them in a short clip on what being a regional vice president really means. So let's roll this video. As all of you know, this is a very, very honorable position to achieve. It's the first step in the regional vice president category. Becoming an RVP is really a great accomplishment. And now we have the opportunity to put these people in the very first step towards that goal of becoming a senior vice president. And this is called RVP.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Akeisha Coles. I am super excited to be here. And in 2015, though, my life took a turn because I was forced out of the military early, but I was blessed that I had already started ACN part-time. And so over the last 8 years, I've been able to help countless individuals just to create options in their lives. So that's one thing I love about ACN because they're selfless business. So to me, regional vice president stands for really valuing people. And that's one thing ACN has done. ACN is teaching others to do, and I'm blessed to be a part of it. Thank you, and God bless.
Hey, everybody. My name is Noah Brandy. I'm a regional vice president at Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania Marketplace. I was an engineer when I took a look at ACN a little under 4 years ago, and I just wanted out. And thank you to ACN, giving me the track to run on on a very part-time basis. Today, we're able to do what we want, when we want. And all I want to do is zoom, and a boom, boom. Rockstar Nation, let's go.
Soy Fernando Bermúdez y llevo 2 años y medio en ACN. Fui empleado por casi 20 años y luego formé un negocio, pero terminé más esclavo que nunca y además preocupado por mi jubilación. Hace 3 años fui de vacaciones a Florida y asistí a una reunión y cuando escuché que podía ganar residuales por servicios básicos, no podía creerlo. Me quedé viviendo en los Estados Unidos y asistí a todos los eventos que pude. Luego viajé a Colombia y construí mi negocio en ese país y ahora estoy en Perú con una super jubilación y encaminado hacia el SVP. Gracias, ACN.
Lisa Oka Brown, Houston, Texas, full-time lawyer, part-time ACN. I have 4 degrees and didn't have a clue what residual income was, but now it's kept me alive during this pandemic. So thank you so much, co-founders, for creating this amazing opportunity, and I'm excited for the future with ACN. Level up, everyone.
At the beginning, I see ACN is the value. Then after I work for a while, it's different. So I have a dream in ACN is the time and financial freedom. In this years, I'm not only like have every month I have residual income, but also I have more time can help other people and serve my community. That's what I enjoy.
Hello, ACN. My name is Eddie Hinojosa. I'm born and raised in Dallas, Texas. Hitting RVP was not easy for me. Through this journey, I got married, I started a family, and I'm doing this while raising 2 small children and a full-time career. I've never been in network marketing before, but I plugged into this system and I refused to give up. What kept me going these 8 years was knowing that if I quit, I'd just go back to trading time for money. COVID has really impacted my business, and I took a significant pay cut. The RVP residual check alone has literally saved us financially. But this isn't the destination. Our ultimate goal is SVP, and we're taking the team with us.
What's up, ACN? Excited to be a regional vice president.
Chris Riedman from right outside of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. I got started in ACN 9 years ago. My background is in corporate America in the solar industry. And the reason why I got started in ACN was I'm a single father, wanted to build residual income to spend more time with my daughter, but more importantly, build something long-term for her. And why we're so excited about RVP, not only setting an example for our organization, but on a personal note, setting an example for her, just showing her and teaching her that through hard work, through persistence, and a determination, if you want something bad enough, you can absolutely achieve it. So congratulations to everybody. Enjoy the event and go RVP.
My name's Donna Perkins, and I have a background in insurance and real estate. I love ACN because I believe it's the great equalizer. It affords every person to compete in world markets and to determine exactly what they're worth, regardless of socioeconomic background, age, gender, race, religion, education, sexual orientation, or political affiliation. Thank you, ACN, for being that company.
Hi, everyone. Leon Allen Wheeler from Orange County, California. We've been married 37 years. We have 5 kids. And before ACN, we owned 2 health clubs, and we were time broke. We thank God for the co-founders and this amazing company.
This is a blessed company. We're changing people's lives. We're bringing hope in hard times. In fact, this is the best environment to grow personally, to grow your faith, to grow in community, and of course, to grow your bank account. Yes. We're so excited to be regional vice presidents. We're honored and we're determined to help many other people in this great company. You can do this. Let's go to work. God bless you.
Go ACN.
Hey, what's up, ACN? This is the Borden family.
Hi, I'm Katie. Hi, I'm Corey.
Leah.
Cameron.
And I'm Greg. We're grateful to the co-founders for the opportunity. We give God all the glory for this promotion. We truly have an amazing team. What's up, Impact?
This experience has definitely been a journey. With me being a school counselor, Greg with a background in insurance, we didn't know what to expect coming in.
From the beginning, we knew we wanted to give our children a life different from what we had. And although there's times when the goal may seem far away, stay focused, stay the course, and continue to persevere. Thanks so much.
Proud of you, Dad.
That's one thing I would tell you is in this journey, I always stayed consistent. And I would tell, for others, I hope that helps benefit others, is that they learn that from me, is that I just stayed consistent. I never took breaks. I never did a start-stop business. No matter how much time I had, it was allocated somewhere for ACN and this platform, and to serve my team and serve everybody.
Hi, my name is Harsh Patel. Prior to ACN, I was a bank teller. I've been in ACN for 6 years, and what RVP means to me is literally I've helped a lot of people become successful, and I'm very, very passionate about helping people. And I want to thank my team for getting me to where I'm at today. I will work tirelessly to make sure every single one of my team members feels exactly how I'm feeling today. And I'll make sure every single one of them goes RVP, and that's what I'm passionate about.
Jason Bergman, Scottsdale, Arizona. Prior to ACN, in 2009, I had spent a dozen years in the automotive industry, 90-hour work weeks, no time with my family, my daughters. ACN gave me a way to get my life back. Part-time in the beginning around my crazy job. Today, I can, be part of my kids' lives. I've got the freedom I've always dreamed of, but most importantly, as an RVP, I've shown my team that this can get done, and now I'm committed to pay it forward and help as many others who have the same desire and commitment get here and beyond.
Good morning, ACN. This is newly promoted Regional Vice President Joseph Grand. Very excited. Been with ACN for over 6.5 years. Prior to ACN, I was actually a VP of sales for an e-commerce company. What ACN has really done for me is just give me some family time and some huge personal growth. Very excited for the future.
Hello, everyone. My name is Mara Cordero, and this is my amazing husband, Rick Cordero. We've been in ACN for 6 years now, and we're super excited. I have a pediatric practice right here in New York, and my husband is a traditional business owner for many, many years.
And what RVP means to us is just really going out and doing what we said we were going to do. We're so excited to build this global business, get to the position of senior vice president, and bring a lot of people with us along the way.
So we're super excited for your RVP promotion.
Take care, everybody.
Thank you to all of our mentors and to our fabulous team. You know, we prayed to reach milestones together. So this is your promotion and God gets all the glory.
We're Ken and Susie Potter, and before being RVPs, we own multiple businesses. But now, because of ACN, we get to spend more time with our beautiful grandkids.
We have been blessed beyond belief.
Thank you, co-founders, for ACN.
Hello, ACN family. My name is Lucie Bernier.
My name's Larry Ricker.
We started our ACN journey 11 years ago. I was then a flight attendant,
I was a pilot.
and the airline industry was in big trouble, just like now. We realized that we needed to find a better way to protect our family.
With ACN, we can be the difference maker in helping people to change their lives. A beacon of hope in the storm that surrounds us. It's needed now more than ever before, and both of us are very excited to be a part of this.
I went a little deeper, and I remembered, man, that these dogs were suffering around the country. They were being destroyed at an alarming rate, mostly due to people being ignorant, not knowing how to handle properly. And when I merged that authentic why with my ACN business for the very first time, things took off. I think it was 8-10 months later, I went regional vice president.
Hey everyone, my name is Melissa Street, and prior to getting involved in this company 8 years ago, I was 22 years old with a background in the insurance industry. And becoming a regional vice president was more than just about a title. It was really being able to have success, even though I've never done anything like this before. See, I love the fact that ACN didn't care what my background was, my experience, my race, my religion, my age. It did not matter. And one of my favorite things about this company is how much they love to celebrate people. So I look forward to the day that we get to celebrate you.
Hey everybody, Regional Vice President Tamara Corbin here. I'm from Washington, D.C., and by trade, I'm a speech and language pathologist. I've been involved with this business for 11 years now, and I was the friend before who didn't even want to come to the meeting and stood my friend up for 5 months, even before I took a look at the business. I got started and got excited, and we offered dial-up internet back then. Now, 11 years later, Regional Vice President means for me the opportunity to be able to help more people. I love the fact that ACN doesn't take you away from what you currently do, but it actually gives you more time to do those things that you currently love doing. So thank you, ACN, again for the opportunity. I look forward to talking with you all soon.
Hello, ACN. My name is Dwight Brown. I've been involved with ACN for 11 years now. Traditionally, by trade, I'm a CDL operator, bus driver, truck driver. Right, and when I saw ACN, I didn't even know anything like this existed, but I got completely excited about everything that was on the table, you know, the bonuses, the residual income, and I just thought about what type of life it could bring me if I built this thing strong. So, you know, didn't have any background in this. I just really brought my tenacity to the table, and now we're RVP. I'll see you at the top. God bless.
Morning world, Anna and Mark Lazar, Regional Vice Presidents with ACN. Our background is in the mortgage industry, had multiple offices for 27 years, now with ACN for 8 years. After 2008, we were so open to looking at other ways of making money. Economy tanked, our lifestyle tanked, and this was just a blessing for us. And here's my husband.
Excited for what's happening, zoom away, and I can't wait for ACN to quadruple in the next couple of years. Thank you so much. RVP is awesome.
Hello, my name is Jonas Neal, Residual Vice President with ACN, a professional actor, dancer, and musician. Being an RVP with more than 27,000 customers gives me the freedom to be able to work out, go for a prayer walk, and read my Bible every day. Coach my daughter's baseball team, never miss soccer or baseball practice or games, be able to audition for film, TV, and commercials anytime I get the call, and provide the freedom for my wife to be able to pursue her passions and advance her career as well.
Hi, I'm Danielle Adlam, and I'm here with my wonderful husband, James. And I've been in ACN for over a decade now. My background is in electrical engineering, and I'm so excited about this RVP promotion. And here's why. It's because, number one, I was able to be an example to my family. I wanted them to see you finish what you start. But number two, achieving the higher positions mean that you're able to help more people create and experience residual income. And I look so forward to helping more people achieve RVP and beyond. So look forward to your promotion.
How exciting was that to see all these people get promoted during a pandemic? And it's a testament to how things are going right now in 2020 for ACN. But part of the reward of becoming a regional vice president, a platinum RVP, a gold RVP, or a senior vice president, or actually a Circle of Champions member is you get to go on a vacation getaway with the co-founders. And we're excited that in 2021, we're all going to be in Playa del Carmen, May 15th to the 20th. And we're going to give you a little taste right now on this video about what that excursion is going to be like.
ACN knows you've been working hard. So get ready to live the paradise life. 6 days, 5 nights, all inclusive in Mexico. Networking with ACN's top producers and co-founders for training, learning, and fun. With 10 different 5-star restaurants, infinity pools, immaculate excursions, and a great nightlife, make sure we see you there. Learn how to effectively promote with Senior Vice President and Circle of Champions member, James Adlam.
I know that's not very professional. However, I have to say that this is my first time doing something like this. So this is like a moment, and I had to like have my moment inside this moment. Greetings, everyone. My name is James Adlam, and I get the honor of talking to you about this incredible topic of the ACN events. And first of all, for all of you that this is your first time having a chance to be with us, welcome. Welcome to the wild, wild world of ACN residual and residual education. And this opportunity is literally second to none. You're talking about a company whose time has not only come, it's a company who's built to last, almost 30 years in the game and internationally recognized. It's a phenomenal opportunity. So if you're brand new, congratulations, because you hopped on here. You didn't know what you were going to see. You didn't know what to expect, but you took the time. And I think we could all agree today that we all got something world-class. We all got world-class training. We all got incredible information about how to make this business really work. I'm sitting here thinking to myself as I'm listening to the amazing speakers and the amazing trainers that like companies pay millions of dollars to be able to have the kind of talent that we have inside this company. So I'm hoping that you were diligently note-taking because you just experienced an ACN event. And that's my topic for today, because my background is I used to work in the pharmaceutical industry, but I never experienced anything like this before in my entire life. I'd never experienced people literally giving you every single thing that they did to succeed. In my former industry, people just didn't like you. Like it didn't matter, like they hated you pretty much because you were the competition. And in our business, I went to see the presentation from a friend of mine, and at my first training event, they were talking about and lifting one another up. And I'm looking like, this is not at all the world that I'm used to. And I'll never forget the person sitting next to me, one of the leaders in the company said, this isn't the real world, this is ACN world. And we just are a little bit different here. So you just experienced an ACN event. Why are these events so important? Well, I'll tell you why. Because for whatever you experience for yourself, it's great. But when you can give away that experience to someone else, it's so much better. Because just like you, my number one responsibility in this business, 100% without question, is finding leaders. We have to find people, just like every corporation in the world. Think about, there isn't a single company in the world that isn't trying to find leaders. Think about that. Well, how do they do it? They take them through a process of education. And some people inside that process of education decide that they want to rise at a different level. They decide that they want to go to a different level. They decide that there's some things that they want maybe above and beyond. And so they pursue another level of education. Some of you know people that have 1 degree or 2 degrees or 3 degrees. They continue on in their education because they want to go to the highest heights they can, and they want to really maximize the opportunity they've been given. Well, we feel the same way. We feel that the more a person exposes themselves to our events, that we're going to find leaders. So our responsibility is not to make someone a leader. That's not it. Our responsibility is to expose people to events, and eventually leaders show up. Whether that's your first virtual business reception, right? When someone sees the presentation for the first time, some people see it, it just kind of clicks for them. And then you promote them into the training event, whether that's a Saturday training or a quick start training. And all of a sudden they're getting more and more excited. But when people plug into some of the special higher level leadership events, that's really where you see it. That's like the secret sauce. That's where you see the people that are going to ultimately jump in the thing with you. And I mean like jump in the thing with you, because they're excited, they're fired up, they see the big picture. Because I don't think anyone would disagree with this, that, you know, if I see something and it's great, I have a natural inclination to want to share the thing that I just saw that was great. Leaders promote events because they want to find other leaders. You see, when I heard about this event, let me tell you something. I lit up my phone. I can't tell you how many times my battery died. I was walking around with this huge 20,000 amp, whatever this thing is, battery pack, because I'm sitting here thinking to myself, I got to get on the phone with people. I got to get more people to see this Level Up event, because I knew the company was going to go gangster with it. I knew they were going to do something magnificent. I'm thinking to myself, I can't have enough people on here. Then I'm thinking to myself, how many Zoom lines do they have? Do we have enough capacity? What if my people get locked out? So I started going through all that because I didn't want to miss this opportunity of a lifetime. You have to take advantage of the opportunity of a lifetime inside the lifetime of that opportunity. And when I saw when I saw that flyer that said, Level Up event, I'm like, well, I need to level up. I need to level my phone up, and I need to level up and get some more people on here, because I'm looking for leaders. And I know it's not for me to try and make someone a leader. I just got to put them into the environment. And if I put them into the environment, we're going to find each other seeing the same thing the same way, if that's the person. It doesn't mean that other people aren't great. They may have their own time. But at some point in time, someone's going to see what you saw, hear what you heard, take it in the way you're taking it in, and boom, it's on like Donkey Kong. And now that person has a vision for themselves of this opportunity. And, you know, I'm only here because of amazing people. And one of the leaders that helped me to see the power of what this company truly had is a young lady that I'm going to bring on right now. Because let me tell you something. Miss Debbie Davis is not just a Circle of Champions member. She's not just a senior vice president with our company. This young lady is an icon in our company. Because I can tell you right now that I have been mentored by her, that our leaders have been mentored by her, that this entire company has been mentored by her. And she's one of the first business owners in our company. So she has history and longevity with this company to give you perspective. And I just thought it'd be a phenomenal thing for you to really understand the scope of what you really have your hands on from someone who's there literally day one. So please help me welcome on a tremendous leader, a tremendous mentor, a tremendous friend, and that's none other than Circle of Champions Senior Vice President, Miss Debbie Davis. Ms. Davis, thank you so much for taking your time to hop on today. It is all yours.
Hello, everyone. And Mr. Adam, thank you so much for those kind words. I truly appreciate it, but you are amazing. I just love hearing you every single time I hear you, and you have done so much for this company. Just a tremendous leader all over the world. You have touched so many lives, and I truly, truly appreciate who you are and what you mean to ACN. So thank you. It's been a privilege to be a part of this company for the past 28 years, and I can't even believe it's been that long. It blows my mind to think about it. Next month, October, was the official start. 1992, October was the actual start, and then our official launch was in January of 1993. And having the privilege of being here every single day since its inception has just been unbelievable. But, you know, I'm a housewife. I don't have a college degree. I didn't have skills. I had 18 jobs that I quit. I had been involved in business for myself 4 different times, failed miserably every single time. And really it was because of the co-founders of this company that I actually decided to get started. It was because of what I knew about them, because I knew them before this company was put together. I had a lot of belief in them. It was their integrity, their ethics, their character. I really believed in my heart if they were the ones putting this company together, it was going to be huge. So I didn't actually get in because I thought I could be successful. I got in because I was terrified to miss out on what they were putting together. And, you know, I failed so many times that I had zero confidence when I saw this business. So I know because of those past failures and because of the success I've had in ACN, I know beyond a shadow of a doubt that I'm where I'm at, not because I was so great and wonderful, but because this opportunity is. And really the key to our company, in my mind, is our co-founders. You know, they would tell you, well, no, because without all of you, you know, we wouldn't have a company. But I really believe that it's the character at the top of this company that has made the biggest difference in this company, because I'm sure you guys would agree that the one thing that is always going to be a constant in anything in life is change. And our company has learned and been open to adapting to every single change that they have had to make. And in this incredible timing that we're in with the pandemic and everything, they have really had to do some things to make changes. And so they not only have continued to go and to grow, they actually launched a country. Peru was just launched during the pandemic, which just blows my mind. So, you know, if you have an opportunity to actually get to meet or to hear or to be trained from the co-founders personally, then that is a blessing. And that's why I love today, this international event that's virtual. I'm excited about it myself because of the fact that we have had that opportunity to hear personally from the co-founders. But I want you to think about this. What if you had the opportunity to hear from them personally for a whole day, you know, to have an opportunity to really hear them get in depth and really talk specifically about what it would take for you to not just build a business, but to go all the way to the top of the company to SVP. What if you had an opportunity where they would actually give you from their perspective, their insight, their unbelievable experience, the how-tos in a leadership setting to where they really got into the nitty-gritty. And I want to tell you why that's so valuable. They all had experience in this industry on our side of the fence as independent representatives for years, and they had all been very, very successful. They didn't put ACN together out of a greed, they put it together out of a need. And so when they put this company together, it's not because they wanted to be co-founders of a company, it's because they wanted to have something that they could be in control of, making sure that it was a company where the independent business owner is at the top of the mindset when they're making decisions, that every decision that they made had to be good for the customer. It had to be good for the independent business owner, not just for the company. So that's what I love about them, is every decision that they make, it has to be good for all three, or they just don't do it. And you've heard Mr. Provenzano say that, you know, so we're in a situation where if you could, you know, if you could just like, or if I could pick for you the best advantage that I could give you based on my experience and based on my knowledge and what I know about the co-founders, I would say if you had an opportunity to be like in a room, so to speak, with just them, and they're pouring into you and telling you exactly what it takes to go all the way to senior vice president, that would be a priceless, and I mean priceless opportunity. And we actually have that opportunity for every regional director in the company. In October, next month, there's going to be an event that is going to be priceless. Priceless. They are going to do just that. They are going to pour into you exactly what you need. And I'm telling you, you know, I have learned from them so much through the years. I continue to learn so much from them. And I will tell you, this will be the game changer. If I were you, I would do whatever you had to do to sprint your way to regional director in order to qualify to be in this event. It is going to be that epic for you, for your business. And I don't know when the next one will be, but I'm just telling you that this one, for every single person that is an ETL right now that's working towards regional director, I would do everything in my power to get there as quickly as you possibly can, because it is going to be so worth it, and I'm super excited for you. But I've loved today. I've loved this opportunity that they've given us to be on here. You've heard from some of the best, and I'm just grateful to be a little part of it. So thank you so much, Mr. Adlam. I'm going to turn it back to you.
Now, everybody, let's just say this. That's what we call world class. And let me tell you why. Because she gave you the right attitude. Like, if you look at the posture that lady gave you, if you look at the posture, just sitting there, just like, look, I know what I got. Why did that happen? Think about how many events Miss Debbie Davis has been a part of. Think about the exposure she's had. You see, exposure gives you attitude. The more you attend our events, the more posture and attitude you're going to have, because you're going to understand the scope and what you really, really have your hands on. Most people who see our business in the beginning, until they continue to stay plugged in, they really have no idea what they have their hands on. So the key for us is not just to just show up once in a while, it's frequency. Because whatever's important you do with regularity. You shower daily, prayerfully. Because it's important. So the frequency is important. We can all agree the frequency is important, right? So think about like this. If you go to your part-time job or your full-time job with a schedule, like you have a schedule, you don't just gotta like wing it. You actually know when you're going in. If you go to your part-time job or full-time job or your full-time business with a schedule, you want to do the same thing with ACN. You want to have a schedule. You want to have all the events mapped out. Now, maybe you can't make every one. That's okay. But at least you have the schedule of the events that are coming up so that you could plug your people into, so that you could plug yourself into. You can't stay lit up if you're not plugged in. You got to be lit up. You got to be plugged in. And that's what the events do. They light you up. They make you feel great. You understand what you got, and you know how to take advantage of it. But the key for you is that, just like for me, we're in the business of sorting. Now, what do I mean by say sorting? That means we're seeking our real team. That's right. We're seeking our real team. You know, Ms. Debbie Davis talked about the upcoming event with the regional directors. Let me tell you something. I'm telling you right now that every single person that goes to the leadership, that qualifies to attend the leadership certification, you're going to be on a totally different dimension, because the training you're going to receive at that event is going to be so high level. Think about it. When you become a regional director of the company say, look, okay, you've proven yourself. You're in the top 1% of our company. We're going to give you information at a higher level because you've earned it. So you are sorting. You're seeking your real team. Not everybody who joins the business wants to go to that level, and that's okay. But some people do. And because some people do, we want to give them the opportunity. Because here's what's going to happen. At some point in time, I don't know when, you and I are going to be sitting and we're going to get a message from ACN, and we're going to get a link that's going to be sent into our inbox. And that link is going to say, congratulations, new RVP promotions. Now, there's two experiences that you're going to have when you receive that link. And I don't know if you realize that there are literally two experiences. The first experience is going to be, wow, who is on? Who is that's getting promoted? Who's that person? I can't wait to see them, see what their faces look like. That's going to be an experience. And I think the vast majority of people are curious at that level. But let me ask you a question. What if it was possible, just by staying plugged into the events that we have? What if it were possible that it could be you? What if it were possible that instead of having the experience of looking and waiting for the link to see who's on, what if you were looking for the link and telling all your friends and all your family, guess what you got to see? I'm being featured by this company. Yeah, she's pretty famous. Yeah, I'm being featured by this company. You know, I have the ability to share this with the people that I know and trust and I love. Like, imagine that because you went to a leadership event, because you stay plugged into a Saturday training, because you stay plugged in and having your virtual business receptions where you're exposing the opportunity to other people, and then those people got trained. What if you had the ability to know that because you made that choice over time by putting in work, like, hey, guess what? It's not going to happen easily. Those people that you see here, these people put in work. But let me tell you something. If it's easy, it's sleazy. You and I know it. You and I know, every single one of us knows this. We all know this. We all know that nothing that you really want comes easily. There's effort put forth. But if you don't see what the big picture is, if you don't see why you should do it, why would you do it? You see, so what I'm saying to you is this, that every single person that gets promoted to regional vice president in our company, which is really the starting point of the full residual payout. The only difference between you and them is they start before you, they've been to more events than you, and they invited more people to go to the next event and more people to go to the next event. And they help people get promoted into the higher level training events because these individuals saw a big picture for themselves and they saw a big opportunity. And so here's our responsibility. Our responsibility is very simple. Our role is to just simply share. Our role is to let people know you've got to stay plugged into this event. This coming tomorrow at 8 p.m., we have this event. This coming Saturday, we have this event. Our role is to give people the opportunity to learn, because when they learn, they're empowered. And when they're empowered, they can make their own choices. So it's not for us to make the choice for them, it's for them to make the choice for themselves. So here's how this works out. For all of you that are looking at this business, there are events that are coming up. There are 3 events that are coming up, and you heard Ms. Davis talk about one of them, but I got to have you understand that there's a couple more, and I want you to really pay attention to this. Here's the deal. October 6th is the event, the Regional Director Leadership Certification Conference. It is where the best of the best, the 1%ers, are going to be together. They're going to be rolling together, playing together, listening together. Why? Because they've earned the right to be on. You want to be like that. I'm telling you, you want to qualify as a regional director. You want to qualify to make sure that when they send out the invitation for that event, you were on with your notepad and you're ready to learn. On October 10th, there's going to be an executive team leader training event. So for the executive team leaders who are the rising regional directors, it's your opportunity to gain the information. So here's the key. I'm going to give you a serious ancient secret. You run for the regional director event by helping other people get promoted for the executive team leader training event. You see, if you just help a lot of people hit executive team leader and they get promoted for the executive team leader training event, your momentum will just simply absolutely light your business on fire. Because there's nothing like knowing that. What if you had 2 people qualified, 3 people, 5 people, 20 people, 50 people, 100 people? What if you had 100 new people qualify for the executive team leader event? Don't you think with that kind of momentum and that kind of success, you're probably going to qualify for the leadership certification for regional director? But now all those executive team leaders are now on their pathway. They're going to understand the power of becoming a regional director. And let me tell you something. In December, on the 12th, the ability to know that what you just experienced, you have the chance to now invite people for. We're going to have another level up event, the end of 2020 level up event, where all you have to do is work and get people to see the big picture of this opportunity, to see the big picture of what we're doing in this company. Everybody, as I wrap this up, let me say this. This company's been an insane blessing for not just my family, but for families literally all around the world for multiple decades, almost 3 decades now. All we're simply saying is this: the best is yet to come. We understand full and well that there's so much going on in the world right now. But let me tell you something. In the times that we are in right now, this company is nothing more than a lighthouse, because there's a lot of darkness, but this company is a lighthouse. We're giving people the opportunity to create for themselves a residual income, to play a game, but not play by themselves, to play with a team. to have the support of a company that's done $4 billion in the last 5 years, where they're going to teach you everything you need to know. You just have to do the work. So let this be this, okay? Let us make sure that when we come out of this season that we're in, that we go into the next season better than we were. Let's make sure that we don't go, the caterpillar turns into the butterfly after it goes inside that chrysalis. Let's make sure that when we come out the chrysalis, we're not a caterpillar. Let's make sure that we are flying coming out of this, and let the power of residual income be a part of that. On behalf of all the leaders, all the executives, on behalf of the founders, my name is James Adam. It's been an absolute honor for me to be on with all of you today. I wish you great health, great prosperity. Can't wait to see you at the next event. Make sure you qualify for the regional director and the executive team leader events that are coming up. They're going to be absolutely incredible. And we can't wait to see you at the next Level Up event on December 12th. Take care. God bless.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome back ACN co-founder and president, Greg Provenzano.
Boy, James, what a way to end this day. And I really cannot believe that I'm looking at my watch right now. A little over 4.5 hours has gone by. We were trying to get it done in 4 hours, but this is the challenge of doing a mostly live event. So the encouraging thing, as we knew that we were running behind just a little bit, is to see the thousands upon thousands of people that are still online in spite of the fact that we're running over today. That is a testament to how hungry people really are for opportunity. And to think about the subject matter that we covered in detail from start to finish, these past 4.5 hours for me just flew by. And I don't know if it's because we miss you so much and we haven't done this for so long, and it was just a breath of fresh air for me personally. I know for Tony Kupas and the rest of the executives to pour into you as much as we could over the period of time that we're together. I think about some of the leaders that did a phenomenal job with their training, the Burts and Patrick Mazer and Jeff and Melissa Street and Simon Abu, James Adlam, Debbie Davis. These people they started where every one of you started and just became great in their own right. And one of the things that I love about the subject matter that we covered is it was all of the foundational principles of which ACN was built upon. We covered the basics. And I'm reminded of something that I just read a couple years ago. I picked up an article on Kobe Bryant, and Kobe Bryant happens to be a hero of mine. I loved everything that Kobe stood for. I loved his professionalism. I love the fact that he was an elite player. I love the fact that he loved his family and he showed it, and he prioritized his family life. And that's the reason why it was so devastating for so many people. What a tragedy it was to hear that his helicopter had crashed. But Kobe Bryant was a true hero of mine. And I'll never forget the story that I read just a few years ago when he had yet retired and he was at the top of his game. He hired a trainer and a coach because he felt like he wasn't as crisp on one little step that he used to take and just go past the defender. And so he hired this trainer coach, and they agreed to go to the gym and meet at 5 a.m. Well, the trainer coach showed up at 4:45 because he wanted to beat Kobe into the gym and get prepared. But little did he know that when he showed up at 4:45, he walked into the gym and Kobe Bryant was already in a full sweat. And he had been there since 3:30 in the morning. And the trainer coach says, Kobe, you are the best player in the world today. Why do you continue to do this? And here's what he said. He said, I'm the best player in the world because I don't get bored of the basics. And he showed up at 3:30 in the morning just to cover basic steps. And he was going to get a little tweaking from his coach on how to become an elite player of the elites. And that's what we're talking about today. that I know that every single one of you on this line, you're here for a reason. You're still online for a reason, because you truly want to be the best. The question that I have for you is this: do you want to be the best as bad as Kobe Bryant wanted to be the best? Are you willing to pay the necessary price as Kobe Bryant was willing to pay the price even when he was at the top of his game? And all the basics that we cover today are foundational things that you can build upon in order for you to be the best. And so we covered a lot of ground today, and we learned an awful lot. But I'm here to tell you that knowing is not enough, is that you must act. And it's unapplied knowledge is a waste of time. Only applied knowledge will give you power, which is what I want to talk to you about right now, just for a couple minutes, and then we're going to end. See, for most people, 2020 has been the most challenging year of their lives. It has shaken millions of people to the core. But then here comes ACN. And here's what I want to tell you, is out of pain comes purpose. Out of devastation comes direction, only when you have hope. And what I'm here to tell you today to end this session is we are dealers in hope. We provide hope where most people have no hope. A part-time opportunity doesn't take a lot of capital. They can continue to do whatever they want to do. We will teach and train them start to finish all the basics that they need to do. See, ACN is the greatest stimulus package anyone could ever want to have. We have something that people are looking for, that they need to know about. And we've all heard this saying before. I know you're very familiar with the saying that you only live once. Well, I want to contradict that saying a little bit, because I think that's one of the most false statements that you've ever heard. We don't only live once. We live every single day. You only die once. So my question to you is this: what are you going to do tomorrow to make tomorrow better than today in your ACN business? What are you going to do the next day to make tomorrow better than it was going to be, based upon the direction that you wanted to take? How many people can you talk to about the ACN opportunity to give them hope? How many PBZs can you have? How many virtual meetings can you have to share the ACN story? How big of a team can you build? How many customers can you acquire? How much residual income can you generate for you and your family, so when the next crisis hits, and it will, that you can be better prepared than you were for this crisis? I'm here to tell you that ACN is a company whose time has come, but our best days are ahead of us, and they're not behind us, even after 28 years. And that's why we continue to do what we do after 28 years, is because our belief system is so strong. Our conviction is so strong. We know where we're heading over the next 3 to 5 years. It's already mapped out. We want every single one of you watching this stream right now to play a major role in all the expansion that ACN is going to go through. See, the only way that we win is if we show you how to win. The only way that we make money is if we show you how to make money. The only way that we can acquire customers to generate the revenue is to teach and train you how to acquire customers to generate residual income for you and your family. You talk about a pure system. I'm so proud to be a part of it. I'm so proud of the family that we call ACN. I'm proud of the people that we're in business with. It warms me to no end to see the quality of people that we've been able to surround ourselves. You just got a small glimpse of the quality of leaders that we have at ACN, because in a 4.5 hour window of time, you could only have a certain amount of people speak. We have speakers that are incredible that we could not find the time to fit them in a 4-hour event, now a 4.5-hour event. So everything is in place, folks. The comp plan, the services, the leadership, the infrastructure. What are the next 5 years going to be like for you? See, Lord willing, 5 years from now in 2025, we're all going to be 5 years older. The question is, do you want the next 5 years to be better than the last 5? And if that's the case, what are you going to do about it? I hope that today was a decisive day for you. I hope it was a monumental day for you. I hope it was a day where you will never again be the same. I hope it's a day where you draw the line in the sand and you never retreat. And you said to yourself, I'm going for this thing in a big, big way. I hope today was that kind of day. And then I can't wait to see what the next 5 years are going to be like for you. They're going to be spectacular if you choose to pay the necessary price for however long it takes. So on behalf of the other co-founders, everyone, I want to end this monumental Level Up Day. We're participating. God bless all of you and look forward to the next event that we're all going to be together